Guys, what's going on? Brick Blast Productions here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix and clean your Lego figures. Today I'm going to be de-yellowing some torsos, removing Sharpie from some torsos, as well as just cleaning up some torsos. So let's get into the cleaning the torsos first. Alright, so all you're going to need to clean these figures is just a random toothbrush and some water with soap. It doesn't really matter how much soap, but make sure to put a little bit in so it does clean the figures. And let's just take one of these torsos. As you can see, the clone pilot torso. It's actually not too dirty at all, so I'm going to put that one to the side. But let's get a dirtier torso, such as this one. As you can see, a little hard to see on camera actually, but it is very dirty on the sides and on the neck there. You guys can kind of see that. It's just the light's very bright. So all we're going to do is dip this in here and start lightly brushing over it so we do not mess up any of the printing. Just lightly go over it like that. Alright, so this one is also a success. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bunch of these and get back to you when I finish them all. Right, so now we are outside to clean or unyellow these torsos. As you can see, they're very yellowed. So yeah, I just brought them outside. I'm going to put them in the container here. And pretty much what you're going to do is just soak them in this hydrogen peroxide here. So I'll go pour that in and I'll show you guys. So I've gone ahead and submerged them in the hydrogen peroxide. I used 3%. And I'm just going to cover them with a lid and wait a few hours. Oh, here we have the 5 torsos that I put in the hydrogen peroxide for maybe an hour and a half. Some of them longer than others. But yeah, so far this is the result. So they're actually not yellowed at all now. So these are, I would basically say they're brand new. So yeah, really happy with how this turned out. And yeah, now I'm going to show you guys. I have a few Sharpie torsos that I have to fix. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how you guys can fix those. Okay guys, so now we're moving on to Sharpied pieces. I actually kind of found this a little tricky because when I tried to do it on the clones, it kind of destroyed their printing. I used alcohol-based deodorant and that didn't work, so now I'm using a knockoff torso that I just Sharpied. And yeah, so this method is going to use a dry erase marker and some paper towel, and that's pretty much it. I believe you have to use a dry erase marker, the color that you're trying to remove the Sharpie on, so I don't really know. We'll see how this one works. If not, yeah, disclaimer. Hard to remove Sharpie, so don't Sharpie your stuff in the first place. But if you do, we're going to see if this works. So, going to take this dry erase marker, rub it over, and then try and wipe this off. There we go, voila! Look at that, works perfectly. Alright, so that is pretty much how you can remove Sharpie. Now I'm going to actually get the actual clone bodies. So here we have our clone trooper torsos. As you can see, I tested it, another method on one, and it really faded it. So we have this brand new one. We're going to try and test this one out. Here we go. So I'm just going to coat the area that I want to remove the Sharpie on in dry erase marker. Just like that. I don't really think you have to use too much dry erase marker, just kind of enough to remove the Sharpie. And there we go. If you guys can see that, there's pretty much no Sharpie left. I missed some spots, so I will go over that again. But as you can see, it's not fading or removing any of the printing, which is really what I was hoping for. Trying to find a method that wouldn't do that, and it looks like this is the proper method you guys are going to want to use. So there we go. carefully removed Sharpie off of a torso to make it perfect. And then we're going to do it on this torso that is already faded. Except for the back part here. The back part isn't faded. So we're going to go ahead and put on the dry erase marker. So it looks like they really heavily coated this torso specifically in Sharpie. And I don't know what kind of Sharpie they use, so I have to do a few coats here. So here we go. Second coat of dry erase marker. This time I'm going to do it like this, use a different side, and just rub away. So it looks like we did get most of it. There's still a little residue left over, so looks like I'm going to be doing a third coat. So depending on how much Sharpie and what kind of Sharpie is on here, it might be a little trickier, but in general this method works really well. As you guys saw with the other torso, it worked perfectly. So you're just going to take your paper towel, and there's no real method to it, I don't think. Just kind of rub at it, which is possible. And there we go. So there is some residue left over, unfortunately. And this one's also cracked on the back, so very damaged torso anyways, so won't really be able to recover these two, unfortunately, since I kind of messed them up and this one came like that, and I don't think I can even do anything, so that is very unfortunate. But the one that I did use without tampering and using this dry erase marker method came out perfectly. As you can see, there's some there, but that's the part I didn't Sharpie. In fact, or that isn't dry erased. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that one now just to remove that Sharpie marker. But anyways, this torso turned out really nicely. As you can see, no Sharpie left at all. So that is really awesome. And that is going to do it for this video of how you guys can fix your clone troopers if they are dirty or yellowed or Sharpied. So anything like that, go ahead and fix up your clone troopers. Unfortunately, if they are cracked, you cannot reverse that. So make sure to be careful with your clone troopers and don't damage them in the first place. But if they do get yellowed or Sharpied or dirty or anything like that, you can clean them. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. This one took a long time to make, so I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.